When I created this channel, I thought about which game I should review first. There are so many different games that I played in my childhood, but my all-time favorite game is Earthbound for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Sequel to the Japan exclusive Mother for the Famicom, and developed by Ape Inc. and HAL Laboratories, Earthbound aka Mother 2 in Japan is to this day considered a cult classic by fans around the world. Earthbound takes place in a stereotypical land based off the United States known as Eagle Land, and it is about a boy named Ness who finds a meteor that has crashed in his hometown Onet, and from it appears a bee-like creature named Buzz, who tells Ness that he is destined to save the world from an interstellar threat named Gygas, an evil alien who turns the universe into a dark, hopeless nightmare 10 years into the future. Buzz goes on and tells Ness he can bring light to the darkness, and he immediately sets off on a dangerous quest. On this quest, he encounters talking piles of vomit, hippies, zombies, dirty cops, and a whole bunch more wacky and crazy foes. Unlike usual RPGs at the time, Earthbound's story was more comedic than dark, which made it stand out from games like Final Fantasy. It had the stereotypical hero who is told to be the chosen one in a prophecy and is set off on a grand adventure, but the story is more realistic and relatable than a fantasy game. It's about a boy learning about friendship and learning about the difficulties of growing up. One of my favorite elements of the game is when you're in battles, you can randomly get homesick and you'll start fighting sloppy because of it. And to fix it, you'll have to go to a payphone and call your mom so that you can feel more at home. There is no RPG like that where you can truly feel the innocence of a young boy forced on a journey leaving his family behind. Now, the core battle mechanics are something you'd find in almost any RPG. You and the opponent switch off, taking turns attacking each other. But the four main characters of the game have their own unique abilities. Ness uses melee and psychic powers. Paula is exclusive to psychic abilities. Jeff uses abilities on engineering and pyrotechnics like guns, rockets, and bombs. And lastly, Pooh is best equipped with kingly armor and weapons, but he also uses psychic powers. With all these different abilities, the four main characters of the game feel extremely unique, but at the same time they're quite the same. Most of them have psychic powers, but at the same time they have an extra ability that differentiates them from everyone else. Now here's the downside. When fighting regular enemies, it kind of feels like a drag because fighting enemies is required to level up, and leveling up is the only way to get more health points and psychic points. So leveling up can feel like a chore if you want to get as high a level as possible, because you need higher levels to fight stronger bosses and whatnot. But with the vast variety of environments, and with the amazing amount and quality of music, Earthbound's chore-like level-up system is barely noticeable. Earthbound is a game I've enjoyed a lot, with witty humor, wacky foes, and an unforgettable story about a boy seeing the world for what it truly is. This game deserves the title of being a true classic, and deserves to go down in video game history. And that is why I'm awarding Earthbound a score of 9.5 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for stopping by the GamerVerse. See you next time.